What's up, guys? Welcome back to the EG Pot of Thunder with your boy, the young light-skinned Keith Sweat. And we're here with my guy, head coach of Central High School, owner, CEO of Recover Rhode Island. CEO, my guy, Mike Washington.
What up? It's your boy.
Hey, what up, what up, what up? And it's my guy right here, Alex, owner of ACSC. You want to give a little bit of an introduction what that abbreviation stands for?
Yes, sir. Acceleration Strength Conditioning. We are home of the rock stars.
Hey, rock stars. Can you name a few of those rock stars to give our viewers a little in tune? Probably the people how I met you, to be honest, but you can give them a little bit of an introduction.
Yeah, a couple guys I trained that you might know: James L. Lassiter, Justin Denson, Kamali Pemberton, his brother Keyshawn, other brother Kayvon. I mean, there's so many. At this point, I'm losing track.
Hey, nice, man. So, how did you get into this field, and how did those people get their attention? Well, how did you catch their attention?
So I started training in Rhode Island about 2 years ago, and really just Instagram. I started with really just training James L. and Justin, again, like 2 years ago, just on the field, and they kind of told their friends told their friends saw it on Instagram, and everyone kind of started flocking.
Hey, man, I think this generation is definitely word of mouth.
For sure.
As you got, Mike's wearing his shirt. I think Breakthrough started like that way too.
Yeah.
My guy SD definitely.
Shout out to my dog
SD.
Stanley.
Shout out to SD.
Hey, man, definitely shout out to Stanley, man. He's putting one of the main people putting Rhode Island football on the map, and I love that. And it definitely started word of mouth. One person told another person, and then Breakthrough is definitely I think all over Rhode Island. In my opinion, probably one of the biggest football leagues in Rhode Island.
The biggest.
The biggest.
Absolute biggest.
Not even, no competition.
Yeah, man. I definitely no competition at all. And being a coach, well, both of you guys are coaches at Breakthrough. What can you guys give a little introduction about Breakthrough? What do you say? What are the positives you think Breakthrough has given to the state of Rhode Island?
I think the biggest thing Breakthrough right now offers is exposure. I mean, Stanley has a pretty good logistics system set up where he knows exactly where kids need to be and the times they need to be. So like earlier in the year, our Breakthrough travel team, we went to Vegas, we went to Atlanta, we went to DC and Delaware, and we had some New Jersey trips.
Yep.
Yeah, and I mean, just getting there, we competed in I think maybe 3 or 4 pylon tournaments and some regional stuff. And just getting kids exposure. I think after that, he transitioned to the camp series, where the kids went to Rutgers, they went to Penn State, and the University of Pittsburgh. So, I mean, again, just being from Rhode Island, getting in the Breakthrough circuit, and being able to be exposed to different coaches, different places, and different environments of competition. I know that's the biggest thing my kids take away from the current league, and again, transitioning after that to the current league is just the level of competition. I got a lot of kids who gained a lot of confidence just being in the Breakthrough League and being able to compete against other kids from other places. So I have my team in Breakthrough right now opposed from a traditional passing league because there's so much more competition in the Breakthrough League. You know what I'm saying? So
So what's the difference between the traditional, like you were saying, and the Breakthrough League?
I think the biggest difference, again, is the level of competition. I think when you start to play other high schools, the competition bar drops off from your first, second, third player, and then you start to get to mid-tier. I'm blessed this year to have a very talented special team that would probably beat your traditional passing high school team.
Yeah.
So this team right now is pretty much excelling in the Breakthrough League. Again, we're 11-1. We have the number 1 overall record right now. And
I seen Alfred on IG talking.
Yeah,
I seen Alfred talking. His team good or what?
Yeah, Al's my boy. Shout out to my boy Al and Sauce. Yeah, they on Team Slime.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, they got a real good roster, real good
nice.
dude, real good coaches. Yeah, man, we coach with them dudes in Breakthrough Travel. So yeah, man, those are my guys.
So with the regular Breakthrough, like you guys are just talking about, Team Slime and your team, are you guys putting those rosters together yourself, or is Stanley distributing players, like to balance it out, or how does that work out?
So basically, I'm the only team right now that kind of has a team selected. Stanley gave me 2 random quarterbacks. I have a quarterback, Alex from Barrington, and I have a quarterback from East Providence. The rest of the kids on the team are pretty much mine. Every other team is pretty much, formulated randomly and kind of picked. Again, I don't really know how
So
the
it's
system
fair
goes.
competition opposed to people just stacking up a team.
Absolutely.
So he's kind of cheating then.
Very much so. And everyone hates him for it.
It's not cheating because I mean there was a team there last year, you know what I'm
Behind
saying?
the
Who
pads?
kind of BTP. They were put together, and they were more of an all-star team, a compilation of different kids from different schools. Again, I have my kids from one school. Again, traditionally
that's different. That's different.
Exactly. Traditionally, we
so.
shouldn't be that good, but we're just so special this year. We're able to compete at a bar like this. But I mean, is it sustainable? Probably not. Are we going to be in the breakthrough league next year? Probably not. Again, because is this sustainable? Yeah. So it's all good, but I'm definitely taking advantage of it now. I'm taking advantage of the team.
Yeah, my team. He threw a couple of guys I train on there. I think just for comfortability's sake.
Oh, nice.
Other than that, pretty random, but I'd say half of my team is all guys I train.
That's what's up.
That was pretty nice. I mean, we have 3 Division I offer kids on my team.
Oh, now who are those kids?
James Del Lassiter, Justin Denson, and kid Max Tucker from Mass.
Cheating.
Who is
they talking
different.
about cheating, man. That boy Max, he done got like 19 offers.
Oh, for real?
And man, he done just found his way on Alex's team. And, you know what I'm saying? And they talk about I'm cheating.
He's a receiver?
DB, plays receiver too.
Oh, nice.
You
So
wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
Shout out to the kid though. He's special, man.
he's getting offers for DB or?
Yeah, but very humble kid.
Nice.
Very respectful. I've only met him a couple times now, but every time, yes sir, yes sir, yes sir, yes coach.
I mean, that goes a long way, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, the kids I've had on the podcast, a common theme when speaking of breakthrough is confidence. So I'm not sure. I know Mike played. Did you play high school?
Yeah,
college?
I played at Cranston West. I was second team All State, team MVP, first team All Division I.
Hey man, talk your stats.
Yeah. Led the Division I interceptions. No big deal. But in college, kind of took a different route. Didn't have the grades, size, speed to get recruited. Didn't even understand what that meant at the time. So I ended up going to CCRI, kind of getting lost in the sauce there. I went to Rick for a semester. Then I kind of stopped going to Rick. And I actually ended up moving to Florida with my brother for a little bit. Tried going to FAU, and this was during COVID. And I was going to try to actually walk on to FAU at the time. COVID happened, didn't work out. When I was there, I kind of trained with, I guess you could say one of the top trainers in the country when it comes to football-specific skill. His name's Tevin Allen of Gold Feet Global.
Yeah, man. I think everyone knows Gold Feet. If you're watching this, I'm pretty sure everyone knows what Gold Feet is.
Yeah, changed the trajectory of my life in terms of what I want to do with my life. I didn't understand that was a career path. And talking about confidence, that gave me the confidence to kind of really understand the career, bring it back to Rhode Island, see how they do it in the capital of football.
No, for sure.
It's just different. And
they live and breathe it down there, man.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, the kids are not that different.
Right.
I look at the kids I trained with when I was there. Great kids, disgusting at football. They're not all 6'4", 4'4" guys.
Right.
There's 5'10".
There's Tyreek Hill's out there.
Well, Tyreek Hill's
He 5'10".
4'3",
5'10".
and he's the fastest kid. You know what I'm saying? Not the best comparison, but there's dudes who I've offers to Miami that I look at. I'm like, oh, that's like a kid I played with here. That's like a kid I play with here. It's a kid that I train now. So it's just a mindset thing. Over here, I mean, even now it's you get a D1 offer, you're the man, right? Over there, their D1 offer is going to the league. You know what I'm saying? That's their regular. Over here, a regular is D1. Over there, a regular is maybe getting drafted in the 3rd round.
That's nuts.
It's like that's the expectation.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on this, Mike?
What
the confidence that breakthrough gives these kids, and it's kind of where he transitioned to from, like he was talking about his story and the confidence that breakthrough gives.
I think, again, what separates kids is reps at the end of the day. So when you look at the teams, players, people, whatever down south, is they're able to kind of play football year round. And like even you see us now, we're kind of just getting introduced to 7-on-7.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's always been 7-on-7. There's always been a circuit. There's always camps down there year round and opportunities to play football where, we got a heavy winter. You know what I'm saying? So we don't really even think about football. You know, I mean, the league in itself is not even built for any type of spring football, any type of nothing we do in New England is conducive to football after football season. You know what I'm saying? So anytime you can get kids reps, live reps, physical reps with other kids who are playing football year round, hell yeah, that's going to breed confidence. I can't tell you, it's like my DBs, it's breakthroughs damn near mandatory. You know what I'm saying? Because to play DB is nothing but confident. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, man.
You know, how else do you get confidence than by going against, you know, the top receivers from DC, the top receivers from Delaware, you know, you're playing 3-4 teams a day. Hell yeah, you're gonna gain the confidence. You know, if you can guard, you know, you can look at it as a quick translation. If you can guard this kid from DC, then hell yeah, you can go guard Joe Schmo from, you know what I'm saying?
Portsmouth.
Right. You know, no disrespect to
I'm just
Porty.
Throw it off the top of my head.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, for sure. So question I want to ask both of you guys, because you guys are definitely helping out Rhode Island football, changing that image of Rhode Island football. What do you think was or is the biggest problem in Rhode Island football back in the day, and how you guys are changing that? I'm sure you guys have had these talks. You must have had these talks, how to change Rhode Island football and that image of us. Because, you know, I have a bunch of kids who already came on the podcast, and then they go to these camps, and they're like, oh, where you guys from, Rhode Island? And they're like, oh, they get overlooked immediately. Or some people don't even know where Rhode Island is, which is wild to me. It was like, oh, you're from Long Island? No, Rhode Island, bro.
Right.
So, like, what are you guys doing? And what do you guys, like I said, like, what do you think or is the problem?
I think I'll take one. I mean, there's definitely multiple. It's not just one thing, but
hey, man, we got a limited time on this podcast.
Yeah, for sure. I think that the level of coaching here is just not up to par with the kids' dreams.
Absolutely, man. He hit it on the head.
You know,
that's number one issue.
From the standpoint of, you know, understanding football to the advancement of college football and how to get there and what to do and pushing the kid in the right direction. Yeah. Instead of just worrying about winning Friday night, you know, because obviously that's number one. But a real head coach like Michael Washington is looking out for the kid after high school, whereas, you know, I can't say the same for every other high school coach.
Do you think you kind of fell in that trap? You heard your story a little bit. First, I'm hearing it. So you didn't know about the grades. You didn't know about the sport, the size, the speed, stuff like that.
I can't blame that on a coach. That's also on me, right? You know, obviously, get good grades. There's no reason why I have a 2.2 graduate in high school. That's, you know, almost unacceptable. You know, again, in my household, no one ever went to, you know, a college. So no one knew how to even explain that process to me in my circle. So, and then when you get your head coach who doesn't necessarily get it through to you as well, you know, that's kind of your outlet, right? That's your guy. That's your family, extension of family. They're supposed to be able to help you through those things. And also, I can't blame the head coach only. I should be reaching out more too. So, you know, if you're a kid in that situation, make sure you're reaching out to those extensions of your family, I'd say. Yeah,
for sure. So do you agree with that, Mike? And how do you, him saying that, so how do you just make yourself different? How are you being that new era head coach? Are you going out of your way to help these kids get offers, talk to these coaches, and introducing them? What's your process in this?
Absolutely. I mean, obviously coaching is number one. I think I'm very different, and it's unique because I played college football in 2016, 2017, 2015, 2014, you know what I'm saying? So I was pretty fresh and in it, and a lot of these kids' dreams were my dreams 7 years ago, you know what I'm saying? And I took a very unique path, you know, to get where I got, and you know what I'm saying? And through those trials and tribulations, again, 10 years later, I know exactly what it takes to really be a Division I athlete. You know what I'm saying? I was a Division I athlete. I didn't have the size or the strength, but like I was
had ambition.
Right, yeah. And I mean, I had the skill set for it, you know?
Michael Washington, I don't know if you know Michael.
Oh my Lord.
Legend. You know what I'm saying? From Pop Warner to high school. Right. Everyone in the state really knew who Michael was back then.
Right. So, you know what I'm saying? So there's all that good stuff. And, you know, again, you accumulate so much information in the time from after high school and, you know, finishing the college, you accumulate all this information, and that's it. You just go out and regurgitate it, and you spit it back out. So essentially, I'm just being what I needed, you know what I'm saying, as an athlete, and that's really all it is. And another thing, I think the biggest thing is just time spent, you know what I'm saying? I think at the end of the day, a lot of coaches, you know, they have families, they have lives, they have a whole bunch of other things that they want to do, again, and my prerogative is very, very, very different than a lot of coaches. A lot of coaches, this is their day job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they don't really give
Nah,
shits.
I mean, again, they coach 4 months. They coach what they're paid for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Can you really blame a coach for not coaching 5 days of the week when he's not getting paid $1 by his school district, or he's not getting paid $1 by his school?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not
Like you can't blame them, but at the same time, there's coaches like you, there's coaches like Alex. I mean, I have no ties to anybody.
right.
I
I feel
can
you.
disrespect anybody. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, nah, I feel you.
Because my brother grew, like, I played football at Saints. My brother played at Hendy. So I know all these kids. Is how I kind of staying in the round circle.
Yep.
And I can 100% agree with you guys. Like, there's a coach, like Brandon played at the Cardinals, then he played at the Braves, and then we went to Cowboys for his 8th grade year. And that's, I think, where things changed for Brandon 100%. Like, being with Coach Nadeem, definitely, I mean, Coach Nadeem cares for these kids 100%. Like, man, like, he would literally have sleepovers, so none of the kids had excuses to not have a ride. He would bring all these kids. He would buy those kids pizza out of his own money, out of his own pocket, breakfast bars in the morning. He would take these kids to games, take these kids to 7-on-7s, making these dream teams, and that definitely made Brandon fall in love with football. Like, he wanted to play more.
Right.
And, he didn't have that at the Braves or the Cardinals.
Right. Yeah.
Those coaches were just there for that 2-hour practice, there for the game, and that was it.
Right.
Nadeem's going out of his way to make these kids feel like that family bond, 100%. So, like, and those coaches are going to make those kids be better. As better human beings, better football players. They're going to make those kids fall in love more for the game. They're going to make those kids, like, ball out for those coaches.
Yeah.
Right.
So, like, when you have a coach like that, like you, Stanley out here 24/7, year-round, 365, these kids are seeing that. And that's why they're all gravitating towards Stanley, gravitating towards you. Like, I know what the kid of the new coach from Cumberland, right? There's a new coach from Cumberland. I could be maybe the wrong school. I know there's a newer young coach too. That kid's like, I think at Pilgrim.
Blake.
Yeah.
Of course.
I've heard about him. So, like,
Blizzy Blizz.
yeah,
Blake's the man.
And I know all these kids, like, they like playing for these coaches because you can tell these new era coaches love the game,
Right.
and they want to see these kids succeed.
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest thing, 100%. Like, so I can agree with you guys 100%, man.
Yeah, man. It's all about coaching. It's all about the want, how much time you willing to spend with the kid. I think high school level is a little different than youth. You know what I'm saying? I think youth is a lot easier to have kids and, you know what I'm saying, to keep them together. At the high school level, Alex knows, like, I think academics come first, and that's kind of where
Yeah.
Falls off.
That's where the transition becomes a little harder for kids, you know what I'm saying, is getting into environment, especially me, right? We talk about, me understanding what it takes to go Division I, me understanding what it takes to be a college football player in general, you know what I'm saying? I went Division II, so, you know what I'm saying, I'm in the kind of middle of the spectrum. So, again, I understand what it takes, but, again, like you say, with youth, a lot of coaches in general haven't played college or don't know that experience, so they don't kind of know how to prep their kids. I call it new age, like, we're new age, it's new age central.
Yeah.
It's not the same. You can't just come in and play football anymore. You know what I'm saying? You have to have the grades, you have to do the right thing, you have to mentally be tough. Can you practice every day? Can you practice 5 days a week? Can you practice 6 days a week? You know what I'm saying? Are you really gonna love football? So especially with what we're building, man, it's different. It's like our program is, I really consider it a college prep program and like nothing else. So if you're coming to play football, or I don't want to say damn near to have fun, not the program for you. You know what I'm saying? This is to prep you to be college ready, and there's nothing less going on.
How did you change that culture? I feel like
Good question.
definitely. I mean, it must have been tough because that, I know Central was good back in the day, but then there was the time where it just dropped off. So how did you? I know you maybe as a player, I know you guys were pretty good as well. That 2012 team,
2009 to 2012. We were good, and I think we had our peak in 2012. We went to Division II state championship, lost, and then we had a few up and down years after that. They went to Division I Super Bowl in 2015, and again a little rocky after that. But when I got here in 2018. Strength and conditioning. It's the one thing that's going to separate absolutely every single football team in the country, whether it's high school, whether it's college, whether it's the NFL. Every single real football coach understands how important strength conditioning is to a team's success and to a team's culture. You know what I'm saying? So I created an environment where you have to work out every day, you have to challenge yourself every day, you have to be accountable every day, you have to hold other players accountable every day, and that's how you create that culture. And the kids who don't want to do it, unfortunately, don't play football. And that took a little while for me to get to, You know what I'm saying? Because you have the kids who don't want to fucking go to class. You have the kids who literally just don't want to do the right thing, but they still want to play football, still want to put on the jersey, still put on the helmet.
Before you, they were getting playing time.
Absolutely.
They were like, oh, it doesn't matter. These kids are playing anyway.
Even when I got there 2018, 2019, I was an offensive coordinator, assistant coach. So I still didn't have the authority to say, as much as a kid it would burn my blood to see a kid on the team who's said F you to his teammates for summer workouts and kind of just did his own thing. And again, we lost 2018, 2019, we lost, and it wasn't until COVID hit. And I said, fuck everything, fuck everyone. Again, we lost back-to-back years to Princeton West. And you know, our line, our offensive line, defensive line was a problem. So once COVID hit, I kind of just got into the mentality of like, all right, I'm done being a nice guy. I'm done with the skills. I said, I'm done with the skills. I spent 2 years straight with skill guys, 7-on-7, throwing, passing, teaching them everything, and that didn't win us. So I got to the trenches. I kind of became a defensive line coach. I kind of did a lot of homework on how to coach up the trenches. So I did that and kind of turned on the mentality of, all right, man, we're going to do it this way and no other way. And, you know, we were one of the teams who kind of practiced through COVID. Even when we didn't know that there was going to be a season, and like that's what propelled us. Because again, imagine you're telling kids, right? You're practicing, and they haven't declared football yet. So like again, we practiced for a long stretch where we didn't even know football was going to happen, and so when it happened, we were ready. I don't know how I don't have my ring on right now, but it's because I'm coming. Crazy. It's because I'm coming from class.
Yo, Effie, this guy has never done anything without that ring.
Not anything of importance.
No. I'm talking about when we went travel for Breakthrough. We roomed together. Coming out the bathroom, ring.
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie.
Back from the vending machines.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Everything.
Hey,
but
he's proud. But
right.
The one time though, on camera, you don't have it on.
Right,
bro.
I don't have it on. But that's what that breeded though, and like that's why we won. And people don't understand how much hard work it took to go undefeated. And again, we're Division I, not 2, not 3, not 4. And again, when you think about Central, it's always in that back half of a conversation.
Oh, they're good, but it was D2 though. Oh, it was D3 though.
Division I. Undefeated.
Right.
Nobody can ever take that away. You know what I'm saying? Bro. And nobody knows what type of work that we put in, I put in, the hours that we really, really woke up to do, man. That's why I love that class forever and always. I got a chain. People understand why I rock them so much is because, again, that class changed the whole trajectory of the program.
And your career too as a head coach.
And my career,
yeah,
exactly. You know, I became head coach next year, and I knew exactly what to do because of that 18, 19, 2020 group. So shout out to you guys always, man.
All right, man, for sure. We're gonna get to you, Alex. I know it's been the mic show in the past couple minutes, but it's been
talk, bro. Oh my gosh.
But one last thing though. So, well, not one last thing, but one last thing on the Central changing the culture. What is your pitch to kids who are like, no, I have to go to Hendy, I have to go to LaSalle, I have to go to Saints?
Careful, Michael. Use your words wisely.
So listen, I say it like this: it's not a pitch, okay? And that's not what we do. That's not what I am. All right, and I'm not here to recruit kids, and people need to understand that. People see what we do. And I think my social media tells the story about what we do, how I treat my kids, and what kind of program you want to be at. We're in a point right now where we want to be the best. We want to beat the best. And that's the standards that I'm holding kids to. If you want to go somewhere where you're challenged mentally, where you're challenged physically, where you're challenged emotionally, Central High School is where you want to keep your kids.
And where you are coached by some of the best coaches in the state.
That as well. That's a whole nother game right there. And again, if you want a program, you get what I'm saying, a year-round program, this is what you want to do. I believe we're the most college-ready program out here right now. And again, you can look at other schools and you can say, oh, well, this kid came from here, well, this kid came from here, well, this kid came from here. I think the difference between us and these schools is that we're talking about one kid in the midst of 20, 25 kids. We're talking about one kid in the midst of, I think right now, I got a total of maybe eight or 9 kids right now on the Division II roster. And again, I've been a head coach for this is my second year, going on my second year, you know what I'm saying? And I was able to put the class of 2020 and the class of 21 in in school, 2 on full scholarships, the first of our school history, and the other 2 pretty much are not paying for anything, and the rest of our guys, they are going in as walk-ons. But again, every program, every school, their best player can go to college, right? That's unanimous. What about all those guys in the middle? What about the guy at the end of the depth chart? Can you prepare that kid to get on a Division III roster? I can literally, any kid who comes in my program from a freshman, if he's in my program for 4 years, he will absolutely be college ready. There will absolutely be a place for him to go to. There will absolutely be a path for him to go to and to go to college. And even if it's not college, there's trade school, and we have some entrepreneur things coming up. So, I mean, just overall, man, we run a great program. Again, like I said, it's not a pitch to kids. I don't want kids to leave their schools to come here because you think it's cool, because you think we're lit, because you think we got the jerseys and all this shit.
Those are fire, seeing those.
Appreciate it.
Fire,
nah,
sure.
man, it's all work here. It's all business here. It's all kids who want to go to school, do the right thing, be great kids. I got nothing but high character kids on my team, and you know what I'm saying? That's how we coach. That's what we preach. That's what we teach. So yeah, man. Like I said, it's not a pitch, man. It's ain't for the weak. So, you know, again, it's not a pitch to these kids, man, but, you know, we do things the right way over here, and, you know, we're not going to stop till we get to the top. We're not going to wait around and, you know, it ain't none of that over here. You know what I'm saying? You're going to see us knocking on the door pretty soon. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much, you know, what I got to say about that.
That's what's up, man. Coaches like you, coaches like Stanley, taking the public school route to show that there's definitely multiple ways to get offers out of Rhode Island, not just the Hennies and LaSalle's.
Right.
And occasional St. Ray's, I guess.
Right.
I guess me.
Right.
But so back on you, Alex. So how are you? So are you mostly doing just football players, or what's your clientele right now?
So at first, that's pretty much all I was known for. I kind of went with that for a little bit, right? But no, definitely have soccer players in here, basketball players in here, female, male. It's athletic development. It's not, you know, different sports don't have to do a bunch of different things, especially at the high school level.
Yeah.
We're trying to get them bigger, faster, stronger, more explosive, and overall more confident, right? And there's no specific exercises for sport that will get those results. It's, you know, the basics. It's really not that complicated. It's being consistent and having the right technique and, you know, all that good stuff.
You said it's kind of started like in Florida. So how did you wrap from Florida back to Rhode Island? How did you get on the trajectory of being a fitness trainer? There must be a little bit more of a story than that.
Yeah. So when I was in Florida, I was only there for about 3-4 months, and I was actually living in my brother's kitchen.
Kitchen.
Yeah, he had a 1-bedroom with his partner at the time.
Sure.
And they had like a little bed in the kitchen, pretty much, because it's a 1-bedroom. So
hey, if you're hungry at nighttime, at least it's right there.
This is true. This is very true. Trust me, I know. Yeah, so I was there, and I was enrolled to Florida Atlantic University, planning on trying to try out, walk on, you know, do that lifestyle, right? So I was just training my butt off. I happened to be by myself training at this field, not too far from my brother's apartment, and this guy came up and was like, yo, what's your name, et cetera, what are your plans? And he was like, oh, you should go train with Gold Feet. In my head, I'm like, oh, I'm pretty sure I've been watching his Instagram videos since I was like in high school, like 4 or 5 years ago. Right. So I was like, all right,
4
let me go
years,
do it.
not that old, man. You was not that old talking about 45 years ago. Go ahead.
I said 4 to 5.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 45. I'm like, boy.
Yeah. So about 4 or 5 years ago, yeah. So I went and did it, and I remember this is like my like eye-opening event where I got there, and I'm training with University of Miami receivers, BC wide receivers, you know, top of the line, like over here with my mindset then. Not realistic, not possible, not even like in viewpoint. And here I am training with them and realizing, oh, there's not that much different between him and me. Not that they aren't great, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Not
but there's not
away.
that much of a difference.
There's not that much. It's they've been getting this teaching since they were young.
Yeah, for sure.
Middle, high, you know, early high school, right? And the schooling backs it as well, which makes it so much easier. So when I saw that, and then a week later I pulled up to the session, and there's Robbie Anderson on the field.
Oh my Lord, Jesus!
He's-
Shout
you
out
know,
to my dog
and,
Robbie.
And he has the crazy hair. I'm like,
It's
40
Wicks, man. Don't get right on my boy.
He has the Wicks. Sorry.
It's Wicks, man.
Don't need to get canceled, all
Shout out to
right?
my boy.
But so you know, you can spot him from like 40 yards
Jesus
away.
Christ.
Damn. But you can spot his hair from 40 yards away. I'm like, yo, that's Robbie Anderson. And it's like, oh my gosh, that's Robbie Anderson. Like, again, back home, an NFL player training at the same field training at.
Yeah.
Not even
No
ever
way.
happened. It never has happened here.
Ever.
So you see that, and then you go up there and you train next to him, you turn after him, and it's just like, oh, there's not that much different.
Whoa! Between who? You and Robbie Anderson? Hold up!
Yeah.
Hold up! Hey.
He's 6'3", 6'2". I'm 5'10".
Yeah.
Difference, big difference.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Cool.
definitely difference between that.
Yeah. All right.
But you know,
He's talking about the BC receiver.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. He's talking about them other dudes.
No, BC receiver, Xavier Flowers, I believe his name is. He's gonna be an All-American. He's gonna be a second-round draft
Right,
pick.
yeah. No, he wasn't one of the people you.
Zay Flowers is
He's talking about the guy at the bench.
Yeah, right. He's talking about that
the dude
fifth or
that
sixth
couldn't
guy.
catch.
Yeah, he's talking about that fifth or sixth guy at the workout who paid full price.
For sure, some dudes there are different. But it's the teaching that they're getting that makes them so different, as well as their God-given abilities.
Yeah.
But we know dudes over here that had those God-given abilities that
Absolutely.
if they had that teaching, they had a Michael Washington as the head coach,
Right.
they would be in the NFL.
Right.
They would
100%.
be a high Division I level football player.
Yeah.
We'll get back on track. So yeah, I saw that and I was like, wow, this is incredible. I had known, I wanted to work in some type of atmosphere along sports. I was going to school for sports psychology at one point. I was going to go to FEU for kinesiology and then, kind of some type of career like that. But then I saw kind of what was going on there, and I was like, man, I need to bring this back home.
Right.
I didn't know when I was coming back home. I didn't know if I was going to go to FEU. So during COVID, things are kind of up and down. But end all be all, COVID got bad. Couldn't even attempt to walk onto the team. No out-of-state, get out of here.
Nah,
Please
hell no.
leave.
Yeah, what?
That's what they
Yeah,
told me.
Please,
pretty much.
yeah. That's everybody was getting their years back during COVID too, so there was absolutely zero
no way.
overweight.
Zero chance. So at the same time, my brother ended up moving back home. So I was like, okay, I could be homeless here and go to school and not even play football, or come back home, start my career, and I'll kind of see what happens. So I came
Kind of
home.
give you the kick in the ass.
Yeah. It was definitely a decision to make though. Came home.
So at this point, are you like going through? Are you like nervous? Like, what am I doing next in my
my
life?
gosh.
Like,
so nervous. But
you think all this stuff happened though for like a reason? Like all this stuff happened to where it led
I
to
believe
you
in
now.
that. I believe in that to an extent, and I think it depends on what you do with those reasons that matters. We're here for a reason, right? But I could be here and be a jackass. It doesn't matter.
That's a fact.
That was a emphasized.
Yeah, nah,
Yeah,
for
for sure.
real. Cause and not to cut you off, Alex.
He did, though. He did.
Right.
Yeah.
He says that he could be here and be a jackass. I just want to say that like with dealing with coaches and like hiring coaches, you know what I'm saying? I have a very, 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 very I don't know what the word I'm looking for, but I don't want to say intimate, but a very different process when it comes to looking for coaches to bring on my roster. Again, I don't want to fill my coaching staff with a bunch of randos, guys who played back in the day when
No knowledge though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, with no type of football background. So actually watched Alex very closely for about a year before I ever even approached him on any. Kind of weird,
Super
for sure.
weird.
But again, he's a trainer,
Yeah.
and I watch people, understand people, and he kind of came out during the time. Again, it was like you said, COVID, and I was just watching some of the stuff he doing. Quite frankly, at first he wasn't really good.
Why
Okay,
would you lie to everybody like
I
that?
was not lying. Quite frankly, I thought he wasn't really good, but.
That's crazy.
Right.
You
Okay.
do
So
that right there?
listen.
That was necessary?
So listen.
Bring it back now.
But I watched though, and he was a guy who literally got better. And again, I look at everything from like a coach's view, a coach's standpoint, and like his videos got better, technique got better, and stuff he was doing was like, again, direct translation to stuff that you do when you want to get bigger, stronger, faster. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of came all together, and to see it unfold from start to finish was pretty dope to see. And like I said, he could have been a jackass, and like
True.
just an asshole on whether it was IG, just the way he presented himself that could have kind of,
it's
you
not
know,
hard to tell when
sure.
someone
right, you know,
not who you want to be around.
right, yeah. So again, watching the dude and seeing him work for a year and really loving his craft, perfecting his craft, and that was what I noticed the most, is that he perfected what he did. Because again, you just like player development, you know what I'm
Sure.
saying? A guy is gonna
Coach
start,
development.
yeah, right. A guy's gonna start someplace,
Yeah.
but where they land is ultimately, you know what I'm saying? That's the egg, that's the gold. So you know,
100%.
seeing that process transition was crazy,
Man,
Alex. So
and
shout
it's
out to you, man.
For sure, man. Shout out to you. And it's like, you know, it's all like up to him as well.
Right.
He could give up on himself.
Oh my God!
Throw in the towel.
So many opportunities to give up.
Right.
Yeah.
Like so many chances just to be like, nah, this is not it.
Not making no bucks.
Yeah.
Let me go get a real career.
Yeah, man,
How many
it's
times I was
easy.
told, oh my God.
Right.
Yeah, man. It's like,
I'm still there too. You know, I'm not. I haven't made it.
Right.
You know, in my head yet.
Yeah.
You know.
Ooh, I don't know, man. I'm looking around, man. This place is kind of nice, man.
we
I don't know.
we
You
haven't
know
even
what
got to that yet.
Right.
And you know, this chemistry is amazing for us three. You guys would never notice, but I just met them literally today. I've known Mike for a while around the football circus and seeing him around everywhere, but first time ever talking to both these guys.
Yeah.
So that being said you watched him for a year before you approached him. What did you approach him with?
That's creepy.
'Cause
First of all.
Because I don't know what you approached him with. Did you offer him a coaching position?
I mean? Yeah,
It could have
yeah.
been like 2 months. It could've been like, yo, man, I like what you're doing. The whole year is crazy.
He could have given him a like or something, bro. What the- he could have shouted me
follow
out.
back.
Listen,
Yeah,
right. So you know what I'm saying. I also don't want to. Again, I'm very selective, man, with who I let in my circle, man. What we're doing was extremely special. You know what I'm saying? And I have to be absolutely sure before I want
In
to.
case you don't know, Mike approached me when I was training one day and asked me to be part of his staff. I'm not sure if you knew.
No, I did not know that at all.
Yeah, so I'm an assistant coach on his staff.
Right. Yeah. And upgraded. Actually, he got a promotion. Lucky mother.
All right.
He's gonna be my offensive coordinator this year. So.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, man. I gotta delegate.
Wait. One more time.
A long
man.
applause.
Yeah, man. You know, again, seeing stuff, getting better year to year. Again, last year was my first year as head coach. There's a lot of stuff we need to do different, a lot of stuff we can get better at. And Alex up top in the booth kind of running everything is definitely more conducive to what we do. So, yeah, man, I approached him during a training session. Like I said, I seen
Creepy.
enough. Again, I kind of seen enough. And again, he got to the point where, again, he was really good. And I'm like, you should absolutely come here, coach receivers. Why not? This is the realest
Absolutely,
place.
bro.
This is the realest place to be. I see how you are with the kids. I see how you interact with the kids. So, you know, it was kind of just, again, it was the right time.
Hey, that's what's up, bro. And so I think we kind of just skipped over a level. So when you got back, you were doing that. So how did you transition to?
Michael just cut me off and completely.
I'm sorry.
Hey,
I'm gonna do
hey,
it sometime.
this is what it is. No script here. We bounce from topic to topic and we get real,
no
baby. Let's
script,
get
but,
it.
you know, some respect would be, you know, would be nice. No, but anyway, where was I? I think I was saying.
You
that
moved
I was
back. You
coming
could have gave
back.
up, but then you came back with your brother.
Yeah,
and
yeah. So I came back home, and again, I don't know any high school kids. Those years outside of high school, a couple years, like I got lost away from football.
Yeah.
You know, I was
Like
doing
everyone
everything
kinda
else
does that a
besides
little bit.
football. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I finally came back to it, et cetera, et cetera. But you know, I came back. I didn't really know anybody. I didn't know James L. I didn't know Justin. But I ended up just through Instagram and through some people I knew beforehand, kind of getting back into it. And then James L. and Justin, like I said, kind of the two first kids I trained. This was during COVID, towards the end of COVID, when kind of Michael and the team central was working their ass off, and all those other teams were not. You know, I was with James L. and Justin at Max Reed in the baseball field. At the baseball field at Max Reed, just working, trying to teach them everything I know. You know, it kind of comes back to something Michael said earlier. You know, when I look at them, you know, I see me when I was younger. You know, I'm trying to be exactly what I know now. You know, what I know I needed then. That's what I want to be for them and every other kid I train.
Oh, for sure, man.
Because you know, there's so much more out there than Rhode Island, and sometimes you have to leave Rhode Island just to see that, and that might not even make sense until you go do it.
100%.
You know, Michael knows. Michael's, you know, he'll tell you his story at some point, I'm sure, tonight.
6 years in Minnesota.
Yeah. That's the title. That's all you need to know. 6 years in Minnesota.
Right, real talk. That's the story of the book.
That's where you play football?
Yeah, that's right.
Hang on, let's not go back to him yet. Hang on.
I'll mute his mic.
Appreciate it. Oh, he did. Nah. Yeah. So we got to work. We were working. I was actually working day job at Amazon, slaving away, delivering packages every day or every other day, whatever it was. And then I'll get out of there, be like, yo, James L. Justin, I'll go pick them up, these privileged little kids, take them to the field,
Shout out to my guys.
drop them off, go home and be like, what am I doing? Why am I picking kids up, dropping them off for free? Like,
For free.
what am I doing right now?
right.
But, I kind of stuck with it. And, they've been blessed enough. I've been blessed enough. Their families are blessed enough. They both had Division I offers now.
Congrats to them, man.
As much as they are special players and they would have gone far, really far without me, no doubt they're both special. I like to think that I had something to do with that at the very least. So
I'm
that
sure they
was a
appreciate it
special
too.
feeling. Yeah, the FaceTime call, they both got their first offer from URI at the same time. That FaceTime call coming in was like,
Special.
undescribable. It was like, man, like this was my number one goal. The only thing I really want to do, help me in the past get that offer to do the right things and all these other things, and it happened that quick. And I was like, what?
Proud big brother moment.
Why am I not doing this to all these other kids? And then everyone else started coming, and now we're here, right? 2 years later.
Hey, man. Yeah, just guys, we have not said it yet, but this is Alex's place.
Yeah, so this is me and my guy Jimmy. That's my partner. Turbo Sports Performance. Check him out on Instagram. Just as good as me, if not better, when it comes to this stuff. Really knowledgeable. Has a bachelor's and master's in exercise science. I wanted to actually come here, but he couldn't come. So it's kind of late right now. For those who don't know, it's like 10 p.m., 10:30 p.m.
When we usually do
in bed.
these.
Bruh, I shouldn't even, bro. I got hit by accident, bro. Just know.
I'm usually in bed right now.
I got hit by accident.
Hey, yeah, we can always do a part 2 or part 3. We can always do more, man.
One take. I'm a one take hitter. We gonna knock this out.
But we gotta get him back we gotta get you back for Recover Rhode Island.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, yeah, man. So 2 years later, now you're here. Now helping all these kids out from now. How can they get in touch with you if they want to get into some more, training with you?
Yeah, absolutely. Instagram at Alex Corlessa. That's where everyone gets at me. There we go, right there with it.
Like,
Mike, I don't know if you noticed. I'm highlighting my Instagram.
Oh, that's what's going on. I'm like, what the hell is y'all doing, boy?
I can see the.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell is y'all
suspects
doing?
going on over there.
Right.
Yeah, DM me on Instagram. Anyone, doesn't matter where you are in your career in terms of athletics. If you're just starting or you think you're the best of the best, we can come get you better. We'll get you right. I say this I'll say this. I can make anyone look D1. I can make anyone feel D1. That's me D1, but I can make you look the part. Give me enough time. I'll leave you with that.
He can leave you with that, and I'll say this about the conversation. Well, and it's the same thing with just Central going off just about the Division I conversation, right? I can get you to D2, D3. I can get any kid to college, I feel like.
Yeah.
But again, when you're Division I, like he says, that's got to come from you, man.
Absolutely. And that's
all
again,
you.
kind of like the topic of the night, confidence, right?
Right, man.
Whether it's getting it through breakthrough, getting it through travel teams, getting it through training,
Right.
getting it through your head coach.
Right.
Find confidence in yourself, and the limits are endless. Especially in football. I mean, if you're out there timid, not knowing, you'll be on the ground before
Getting out
you
there
blink.
early too. Now you got kids 6th, 7th, 8th grade out there
Oh my
early doing
gosh.
FBU,
Oh my
breakthrough.
gosh.
We got the 14 and under team. So
Kids are very lucky today.
Right.
As they should be.
As they should
As
be.
they should be.
They should be.
And Mike, if you had breakthrough back in the day, how much do you think that would benefit you?
Ooh, I mean, if I just had, just a mentor, man, just one guy, to just say, hey, this is direction to go in, to kind of constantly check up on the grades. When you growing up in, when you grow up in Providence, you don't want to call it the jungle, but it's kind of what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a free fall.
100%. 100%.
Every kid, every man for himself.
You can get lost real quick.
You're playing youth.
Yeah.
You go to high school, you don't know nothing about no grades, you only, you know what I'm saying? You only
There for the clout.
You there for, you know what I'm saying? And it gets pretty bad. So, yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I think Rhode Island football is definitely growing, though. I mean,
Oh my gosh. I mean,
I think Quiddy definitely put a lot of attention on Rhode Island, 100%.
Absolutely,
And definitely
man.
bringing more and more eyes, which definitely benefits the kids. And I love to see that, man. There's so many new, D1 offer kids coming up. Like, I know I seen him all over Twitter was Montgomery.
Nashawn.
Nashawn.
Yeah, that's another kid I trained actually.
Yeah, we had the privilege of seeing Nashawn. Well, again, Alex trained Nashawn. You know what I'm saying? So he got to see his development from very young to old. But
Oh my gosh.
you know, I was afforded the luxury of seeing him play during breakthrough travel, and you know, I don't want to kind of say his emergence, but like. He did something at DC that was just unheard of, man. I literally seen the kid score a touchdown every single possession.
Wow.
It was gross, and like, you know, he had a bunch of write-ups after that. You know, he got his first offer from Maryland.
Yep.
Yeah,
shortly
wow.
after that.
The rest started coming.
Yeah, and after that, you know, the rest is, but oh my, the performance was crazy. And again, you know, breakthrough,
Yeah,
you
man.
know, the
Shout out
exposure,
breakthrough.
you know, getting a kid to a place where, you know, he's showcased in front of
His talent.
guys where he'd
Yeah.
never be showcased in front of had it not been there. You know what I'm saying?
Back in the day, it's not happening. I don't know, but it's
You
not
know,
happening.
yeah, you know, you
now,
got
that's guys out here working with Tyreek Hill.
right.
I seen
right.
that shit that was nuts.
Yeah.
That was nuts, man.
Shout out to Lil Nate, man. He's a
Yeah,
problem.
man.
Absolutely. For a skill position from Rhode Island to have the offers he does, never been done before. Not like
Maybe
in the past
Blackman.
5-10.
Yeah, maybe
No.
Blackman.
Not
No,
to this degree.
no.
either,
I'm
man.
saying maybe.
USC.
Right, yeah, right.
the most comparable.
Yeah, nah, my
Most
and my boy
comparable,
Will.
for
is-
sure. And that was, how
Amazing.
many years ago?
Right.
You know,
01, 02 maybe.
Right.
Yeah,
Like,
so it's
we talking about
20,
Miami,
yeah, but it's
USC, and
nuts,
all
man.
this crazy stuff.
And so,
He's legit.
being coaches, what do you tell these kids who had, like, back in the day, I feel like that was like something you got laughed at if you say you're from Rhode Island and you want to get these offers. These kids
Yeah.
now coming in, they're talking to you, hey, Coach Washington, I think I can be in the NFL. What are you telling these kids with those type of ambitions?
Pump your brakes on the NFL. Okay,
Hey.
I think the first is potential, right? When you talk about potential, you got to talk about size potential. Unfortunately, not everybody is going to go D1.
No.
Unfortunately, not everybody's going to go to NFL. So when you see a kid who's 5'7", 5'6", talking about the NFL, again,
It's tough.
it's a lot
Possible,
tougher.
but-
Possible.
But again,
But again, very
Tough.
tough, okay? When you get the 8th grader who's 6'2", 6'3", 6'1", then you're starting to have a different conversation with the kid about a long-term plan, about a 4-year plan, going to camps at 9th, 10th grade, and kind of getting that exposure in the 9th
Yeah.
and 10th grade. So the conversation changed. And you hate to say, depending on how big the kid is, every single kid, again, if you are a smaller kid, you're just going to have to work 2 times harder.
Yeah.
That's the truth. Again, if you're 6'5", 6'6", you're probably not going to have to work as hard as, you know what I'm saying, the young guy did. So it's
Unfortunate truth.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's being realistic in that space, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
with kids, and just having them understand that, you know, that is true, but you still can, you know what I'm saying, do it. You just have to work X hard, and, you know, you got to get, if you got to get 8, you got to get A pluses. I tell the 5'8", 5'9" guys, they're going to choose the 5'10", 5'11", 6 feet back over you.
Yeah.
Have a unanimous conversation, right?
Yeah.
We're talking student council, we're talking straight A's, we're talking maybe 2-3 sports, we're talking track. You know, we're talking about being extraordinary on the field, having 4
Extraordinary.
touchdowns, having 5 touchdowns, and again,
Yeah.
it's like, I think the bar is so low. You know, I was a 4 touchdown, 5 touchdown guy. Now kids are satisfied with the 2 and the 1 and the 3, and it's crazy. And I'm like,
Yeah.
man, we're in Rhode Island. You have to be extraordinary,
Yeah, you gotta
especially if
be.
you're short. So
Yeah.
you have to do everything on a bigger scale because we're in Rhode Island, because you're not small, because again, this is probably the worst competition in the country. I say it all the time. Or
You think
top
the worst?
5, top
Top-
5
definitely top
worst.
five. Yeah, definitely
top
top
5,
five.
maybe top 10
Bottom
worst.
five.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe top
Bottom
10,
five.
right?
Best
I'm
country,
taking
yeah.
us over Utah. I'm taking us over Montana. Taking us
Like
over Alaska.
Maine.
Taking us over to some bullshit.
North Dakota.
But for the most
some-
Yeah.
part. For the most part, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, for sure.
We're in that lower half,
Yeah.
so you have to be crazy. I tell my guys, freshmen have to play right away. That's another thing I didn't mention that we do here at Central. Freshmen, you guys play. Well, we afford you the opportunity to play because we understand that's how you're going to get recruited. Not about to get recruited sitting on the bench your freshman and sophomore year. We want to get 8th graders in early, again, after that 8th grade year, prepping with us, lifting with us, running with us. So when they get in 9th grade, they're running, whether they're 2 or 3 on the depth chart, they have some type of film to send out to coaches.
Yep.
And
Yep.
again, they get their recruited starting. And I think that's another thing that a lot of coaches don't offer is, you know, we're trying to play our freshmen and sophomore as much as we can. And I don't want to say I prefer to start a sophomore. But if I got a sophomore who's rocking, I'm definitely kind of, again, leaning towards his way so he can get that extra boost when it comes to recruiting.
Yeah, for sure. And Mike's talked about giving you the best chance when it comes to that, of getting that D1 offer and going past that. And say you're a junior and that's not you, don't quit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, double down now. You got to triple down.
Right.
You got to do just as much more, and that's what Mike's saying.
Right.
You know, just in case any juniors, seniors out there who haven't even maybe touched the field yet, you know, are like, oh my God, I can't do it. You still can. But again, now it's harder.
That's what's up. Do you have straight A's? Are you in the weight room every day? Are you running? Are you sprinting every day?
A lot of
How many
people-
camps have you went to? You know?
A lot of kids, and I train a lot of kids over here, they say, I want to go D1. And I ask every kid their dreams and their goals right when they step in this door. Because I want to know. And I want to know how serious you're going to work for those, for those dreams and goals. Because you can't say you want to go D1 and then you have a 3.0 GPA. 3.0 is not good enough anymore. Especially if you're
Not from Rhode
not a great player.
Preach, man.
Especially if you ain't 6'5".
Yeah, for sure. And guess what? A lot of kids over here are not 6'5". They're
all,
the
bro,
5'9" grinders that
Not even 5'9" either.
I wish I was 5'9". Shit.
Not even 5'9". 5'9" might be
Mike, I'm 5'10".
a gifted. I'm 5'8.5". You know what I'm saying? I wasn't 5'9", but I'm 5'8".
Yes. Hey, have you
That's a
ever,
lie. He's lying.
I'm 5'8".
yeah, you ever been on Tinder and you're like, I'm 5'10"?
Nah,
You
on
show up for the
Tinder.
date and you're like, oh, fuck. He's not on Tinder.
Don't do Tinder.
Oh, shit. Are we transitioning to dating?
What's he wearing right now? What is that?
Oh, a cap. Not on Tinder, man.
That's a cap.
I
Oh, my
don't play those games, man.
He's on Bumble. He's on Hinge and everything.
Nah, I don't want to say that's for what people that is, but that's a different conversation. Not saying it. Not saying it, but not on it.
So you guys are so in tune. I know the ladies might be watching this.
Lord
we have to
Jesus.
shoot the shot. So you guys are so in the trenches with your guys. How do you guys find time for even social life, dating life? Is that even on your guys' radar right now?
Still trying, bro. Still trying.
I don't look my best right now, man. I'm hot and sweaty, so please, man, check
Hey man,
back.
we're in the gym. We're in the sauna. It's
Right,
a
right,
mobile
right.
sauna.
Yeah, nah, man. You know, that department it's tough. Again, I think my job as head football coach, I took on a way bigger responsibility than I think that
you guys don't understand the time this guy puts into the team, the kids, and the organization. It's actually gross. It's actually too much.
Right.
And everyone's so appreciative of it, but
It's gross.
it's gross, man.
So
It's really gross.
so no, I don't have time for anything. Again, we just opened up Recover Rhode Island upstairs. And I'm currently in school for massage therapy. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing that 4 times a week. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much all day in the afternoon. That's kind of where I came here from after. So, like, yeah, man, my days are booked. I'm not really, you know what I'm saying? I'm not really concerned, you know what I'm saying, too much in that department, man. For me right now, it's just tunnel vision. You know, creating multiple streams of income for myself, building generational wealth, kind of building up the program, and you know what I'm saying, seeing what happens from there. So yeah, nah, you know what I'm saying. Of course, you know, ladies gonna be ladies. You know what I'm saying. I ain't ugly, or you know what I'm saying. ain't saying none of that. I
You
ain't
ain't
on none of
saying
that.
no to the opportunity.
Yeah, nah, but you know what I'm saying. I'm just saying right now though, that ain't what I'm looking for. You know what I'm saying. It's focus. It's all focus. It's tunnel vision.
Nah,
You know
for
what I'm
sure,
saying.
bro.
I'm trying to get this money. You know what I'm saying. Then you build. Then you establish.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. And you know that's something that you know is gonna happen. So.
Yeah, man, I love seeing the entrepreneurial in people.
Yeah,
word.
100%. It's tough, man. So 24/7 grind.
Right.
Like I ain't getting paid off this, but I generally love it.
Right.
I'm helping like put around football on the map. Small businesses, just having a good time with my boys. If money comes from it, boy, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's a plus. But I enjoy doing this. It's a grind though. You guys see me setting it up.
Yeah.
Like, bro, this post pre-edited.
It's a lot.
Like
It's a
IG
lot. Oh my
clips, the
God.
captions,
Right,
everything,
right,
bro. It's a
right,
lot.
right.
And it's like little stuff. Like, do I want to be a business? Hell yeah. But this is the stuff that no one sees in the grind. No one sees you coming up here setting up. No one sees you
Oh,
going
my
to school.
Lord Jesus.
No one sees you doing all this stuff like behind the scenes. And I'm sure, you know, Coach Dunbar, same thing. I'm sure you the same thing. No one's seeing the stuff behind the scenes.
Yeah.
No one's seeing you off IG, bro. This is a lot of work. So,
A lot of
yeah,
work goes
man.
into everything.
So that being all said, are you in the same boat as him? You got no time for that, or you're looking, or
you can
what's?
always make time for what you need to make time for.
Oh,
but
facts.
yeah, nah. I mean, what time is it right now?
11,
Where am I?
18, bro.
Where am
Yeah.
I right now? You know what
In
I'm
the
saying?
gym
And this
on
is nothing
Thursday.
new. This is nothing new.
Right.
This is just every day,
For real, man.
24/7, 365. I'm here. I'm on the field. I'm coaching kids. You know, and It's definitely locked in, man. Like he said, I'm trying to build something special.
Ah, man, for sure.
That doesn't happen overnight, and it doesn't happen easy.
Definitely not.
Right,
man.
and the ladies don't want you if you don't have, right?
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? If you ain't,
I never had that problem.
if you ain't got, again, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
when
I'm
you
playing, for
right,
sure.
yeah, you know what's up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Again, the ladies, you know, it's one thing. You know, they want to be laid up, and you know they want to, you know, be posted up and be cooped up with you. But if you ain't got nothing to give, you ain't got a check, you ain't got X,
Yeah.
Y, Z. You know what I'm saying? To provide.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
There'll
saying?
be those random girls though with the dudes with nothing going on. You're like, yo, what's going on?
Right,
man?
we talking about quality though.
Yeah, but quality,
You know
though.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah, we talking about.
Oh,
Wifey.
so speaking of quality, what is quality to Mike?
Oh, my
what,
Lord
what top? What are you looking for, real quick? If you were looking for someone, if a lady popped in right here out the street,
Oh my God.
What's
Not the
catching
street
your
to find a lady on? Let me just say. Not the
What-
street.
what's catching your eye? What does the lady need to have to catch Mike's attention?
This dude here, man.
I'm playing Lovemaker right here, man.
Right,
It's the
nah,
online
man.
Tinder.
This is greatness. You can't tell, but he is blushing.
And then you gotta shoot your shot. You never know. Might
Come
see
on,
this.
man. Oh my Lord.
They look up your
Jesus.
tags and like, oh, this is what
Man,
Mike wants.
yeah.
This
Come
is
on,
what
man.
this is what I've been missing.
You,
listen, man.
You know, it's something. Come on.
Nah, man. Again, right now, man, I'm just not. Really,
Nah, man, you gotta
Oh, my
answer. You gotta
God.
answer. You gotta answer. I've been asked this in the podcast
I'm giving
plenty
you
of
the
times.
PC.
Let him answer first.
Yeah.
Right. I'm giving the PC.
Oh, let me answer?
Let him answer first.
Oh man, they've heard this before in the pod. They've listened to this, but we might have new listeners this time. You never know. You guys are popular amongst Rhode Islanders. So, but me for sure, man. Well, first off, you gotta be good looking, in my opinion. You know, everyone has their own good looking, like what they're into. But I guess what I'm into,
Good looking.
definitely someone who look at like they're in the gym, at least. Definitely
Okay.
someone who looks like they're in the gym. Definitely someone with family values, because I'm pretty big with my family, so I'm doing a million things at the same time. But definitely, family is definitely key. So like, you having a good relationship with your parents, your
Yep.
family. My family's humongous, so I'm close to like all my cousins, my brother, my sister. So again, that's how I met pretty much all the football players, coaches I know. So my brother, there all his practices, there for all his games. So that definitely means a lot to me. Definitely someone like with ambition, 100%. I'm not saying you have to have, 150,000 you're making a year salary or 200,000, but someone who's definitely kind of same thing we've been talking about this entire time, going through that grind. If you're making 40 this year, let's make 50 next year. Let's make 60 next year. Come up to me like, yo, let's come up with ideas together. Let's build together. That type of shit definitely catches my attention. Like, what else you trying to be? Let's try to build something together. I don't want someone just gonna be at home doing nothing, watching Netflix every day, all day, not hitting the gym, no ambition to grow.
Right.
So definitely someone like that definitely catches my attention. Like, obviously, you wouldn't know that without getting to know them first. So like, if you're at the club or at the bar or wherever, definitely someone well put together, dressed nice, not looking like a bum. I mean, I like fashion, so like definitely someone. If I'm looking at the club, or if I'm at day trail or something, definitely someone with some like some fashion sense. I want to pique my interest visually. And then when I talk to her, what's your goals? What are you trying to do? And someone who just wants to be with me for me, 100%. Like travel.
Damn, that was kind of a lot. I don't know.
Yeah, man. I've been asked this plenty of
He
times.
was shooting a shot.
So now I'm
He
shooting my
was
shot,
shooting a
baby.
shot on here, man. He was
Hey,
waiting for
man.
that.
Hey, man, you never know. You guys know a lot of people, so you never know. That's my thing, though, for sure.
Yeah,
Right.
I like that.
Yeah, nah. I mean, shit, I could agree with a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? Ambition is definitely one thing. Obviously, you look for in a woman. A woman having her own everything. You know what I'm saying? Is very big for me. And I think the last thing I look for is peace, man. You know what I'm saying? Peace to do what the fuck I do.
Oh,
you know what I'm
100%.
saying? And I think again, the biggest thing is I do so much.
You need patience. You need to have patience with
I
me.
ain't trying to hear nothing about nothing. You know what I'm saying?
I'm the same
You
way,
gotta
bro.
be,
About
gotta
nothing.
be nothing about nothing.
Nothing about nothing.
Yeah, right. Gotta be
Not sure that
willing.
works.
You know what I'm saying? Again, get to the crib. You know what I'm saying? You already know what's up. Again, I'm in a position now where I'm saying I'm providing. I got something in my pocket. So as long as they straight
Sure.
with that, look good. You know what I'm saying? And smell good.
With the vibes, no fighting, bro. I'm not toxic
I just-
either, bro. I've had
it's
this
just-
conversation before.
It's peace for me. That at least that's where I'm at in my life now,
Yeah.
where I'm just looking for peace. I don't need nothing disrupting my.
You found a dream girl. She's like, oh man, she's the best. Alex, bro, I can't believe this chick's the best. Been the best 2 months ever.
2 months.
2 months.
It's been the best 6 months ever. Been the best, whatever. 9 months, whatever. It's going good. That day hits. She's blowing up your phone. Mike, I can't, my bastard brother. Mike, where you at? What are you doing? Are you really training these kids right now?
I'm off it. That's already.
Can't do that.
Immediately. You know what I'm saying?
That media switch 9 months in.
That's what I'm saying is that's the type of shit that, like, I mean, now I don't want to. Again, I can't even. I was in a relationship for several years.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So
How many?
Several.
How many?
Several.
Give us a number.
I don't know, 7 or 8.
Oh,
Not
See,
several.
Were you
Literally.
thinking 7 or 8?
I was thinking,
Yeah,
I was thinking like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
12, 20. Yeah, we talking about 8 years. We talking about 8, 9 years. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? I've been in
How old are you right now?
I'm 28.
20 to 28.
Yeah.
19 to
18.
27.
Yeah. Now we talking about fresh from high school.
Yeah, man.
After I graduated college. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? I've experienced that life, wifey life, and you know what I'm saying is a lot of stuff is tough when you are taking on projects like this, and what we're doing, what I'm doing, is not the norm. You know what I'm saying? The normal dude at 28 right now is coming home from his 9 to 5, from regular, schmegular, going out with his lady every weekend, and you know what I'm saying? Shit, being a great boyfriend, getting ready to transition into a family man.
Yeah.
The problem is, right now, I'm not at that place right now. Now I'm opening a business.
I'm 29.
29, right? I'm 28. Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Again, we're at a place right now where women want that right now. You know what I'm saying? Their internal clock is coming and ticking.
Like we're at the same, like, just getting to know you today, but open your own business like I have and stuff like that. You know, I think we're hitting our prime, hitting our stride right now. A lot of the people are just like, they're already smoothing in.
Dormant.
They're already dormant. Like, oh, whatever, I got a kid already. A lot of people have kids. I'm not my friends, but a lot of people have kids. They have a family. A lot of married, and there's like, they're throwing it in. I'm like, bro, I'm traveling, bro. I'm traveling. I'm opening businesses up, trying to open more businesses up.
I ain't got shit yet. How am I have a kid? You know what I'm saying? And,
I'm just trying to grow, man. It's trying to grow, and it's tough for, like, my experience in the past with females is like, bro, I was there with my brother 24/7. So it's like, I was like with you guys, but you're kind of like your little brothers and stuff like that. Like your players, your clients.
Yeah.
They become my family, and my brother's my actual family. So I'm doing everything with them. 7-on-7s. We're going to Team USA camps. We're going rugby, track, wrestling, bro. Practice. We're doing this. We're doing that. I'm training with his boys. Yeah, bro. You guys, Angel. Yeah, man. You guys, Angel, bro. Angel, twins.
That are the kids that train or coach that do so much for them. Yeah. It's like, it's so great to see.
Yeah, man. I was in the field with all of them, man. Angel, twins, and I'm there every single Saturday. What brother's doing that, bro?
Twins?
Camelo twins.
Okay, those twins.
Yeah, and even Cam and Corey.
Okay, yeah, I know Cam and Corey.
My brain was on that team with Cam and Corey and a whole bunch of people.
Who are you thinking of?
I was talking about Darian little brothers, the twins from Johnston.
Oh, no, I don't know what they are. But yeah, man. But like, bro, I'm doing that 24/7, and like, females sometimes would be like, "You're not doing that." It's like, yeah, I am. Like, I'm not gonna prove to you that I'm doing this. Like,
oh my gosh, I could never deal with that. Oh my gosh. What?
So, Gantz, you're not sliding this question either.
Yeah, man. He trying to slide out of here, man.
So what's
I done got out.
Wrapping this up. So, like, oh wait, you guys both gonna answer this question.
Nah, I answered it. What do you mean? What I did?
Oh, yeah, you did. Oh, shoot. What are you looking for? If an ideal lady was coming in your life?
Nah, I mean, I think you hit a lot of good points. You know, coming back to my career, I need some hamstring development.
Oh my Lord Jesus!
I need to see some hamstring, bro. I'm being so honest though. I need to see some hamstring development. I want to see some high school film. Track, soccer.
I don't even know what we're talking about right now.
He's trying to have a D1 child.
Okay,
so.
right. Genetics.
Genetics.
I've been hearing a lot about this though. Strong ankles, strong glutes, strong hamstrings.
I'm just saying, I'm not about to date a girl that walks like this. I know you know them. It's not gonna happen. Right. Our first date's gonna be at the track, and I want to see you run.
Oh my gosh, that's horrible.
You being serious?
What?
He's being serious. So, ladies, you know this, right? You gotta be an athlete to hop in my boy Alex's DMs.
Absolutely.
Don't even bother if you ain't. If you never did 100 in your life, don't try.
Don't try. You're gonna pull some.
Yeah. No, I would date a girl who's like 6'2", 6'3". I'm trying to.
Would?
Yeah. I'm trying to help my kids out, bro.
Right. Yeah,
I'm trying to balance it out.
I have one of my homies. Like I said, he been kind of talking about that. Again, the whole genetic genes kind of dating. depending on, you know what I'm saying, again, how your kids are going to end up. And I think that's very interesting. I never really thought about that approach young, never really took that.
Development, bro,
this dude keep talking about some damn hamstrings.
I thought you wanted to massage his hamstrings.
I never really, took that approach, and I'm not really. I want my kids to read books, be smart, homeschool and shit like that. I mean, football will be fun.
I didn't say that's not true for me too.
Right,
Right. My mouth now.
Football would be fun, and having my baby be athletic to be fun. But again, I think being with a partner who's compatible and again who's peaceful.
Also, being with an athlete, I think, is better because that's what I'm around.
Oh, that's true.
Lifestyle,
and yeah, right.
Like, understand
that's
what's
true.
happening, what's going on.
That's very true.
And the
That's
mindset of playing sports is so different than not playing sports. If you know,
100%.
just playing like any high school sport at any level, you at least understand the mindset a little more, and it kind of develops you at that young age. I think, and molds you as you get older.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. So hamstring development.
Peace.
In peace with Mike. So you guys know, ladies, not you guys, you ladies know now what you need to do to slide into DMs.
Oh,
if you want to be the team mom for Central.
Oh, hold up, man. Hold up, man.
No team mom.
Hold up. Listen, man.
Positions filled.
Hell no. We don't do no type of fornicating with nobody affiliated.
That was crazy.
The business. We don't. Nah, you ain't gonna be no team mama for nothing.
Yeah.
Well, you can be in the stands passing out hot dogs then. If you want to be with Mike or Alex, you can open one up here right outside. So little snippet, because we're kind of wrapping up in this podcast, but the snippet for the next podcast with Team $3. Want to give a little excerpt of what Recover Rhode Island is.
Recover Rhode Island. It's Rhode Island's first sports rehab injury facility. Again, what we specialize in is soft tissue injuries. So hamstrings, ankles, calves.
His girl be coming to you.
Shoulders.
Yes.
Any type of soft tissue muscle injury, man, will pretty much get you right and get you back going. Our main goal is to get kids to return and play as soon as possible. I was hurt for a large part of my back half of my career. So again, I spent a lot of time on athletic training table, so I understand the importance of being healthy, rehab, prehab modalities, getting kids back to play in shape. Oftentimes when kids get injured out here, again, they're sent to a doctor. The doctor shuts them down and maybe gives them PT 2 days. I'm reading one kid's case right now. They give him 2 days a week for 7 weeks. What the hell is 2 days a week gonna do?
Nothing,
you know what I'm saying? For again, a surgically repaired hamstring and a meniscus tear. What is 2 days gonna do? Especially when a kid, he's trying to ramp up to play his college football season. So again, we're that kind of midline with physical therapy, and you're able to come here 4 times out the week, you know what I'm saying, to get PT, and we educate you on injuries. That's another big thing is, you're talking to these people and they're not really telling you how you got the injury. You know what I'm saying?
They're just taking it from the doctor's word.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So this is a more intimate process on, again, how can we get you back returning to play? How can we educate you how to prevent your injury the next time? And, how can we get you stronger, and how can we get you back to play, you know what I'm saying, as soon as possible? When the football season actually starts, I'm sure that's kind of when our clientele will pick up. Again, man, we're talking about a contact sport, one of the most violent sports in the world. You know what I'm saying? Guys get banged up all the time, and it's so sad and so unfortunate when the kid sprains an ankle and has to sit home for 2 weeks, and there's literally nothing that he can do, you know what I'm saying? And then when he does come back, he has the limp, he has the gimp, he's not the same. And, I think just giving kids an avenue to say, all right, I can at least go somewhere to get my injury treated. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I think that's really huge. So, yeah, man, Recover Rhode Island, man, prehab, rehab, modalities, man, helping you get back on the field as soon as possible, man, for all your soft tissue injuries.
All right, for sure. That's a nice quick little snippet right there. Follow my boy Mike, Team $3, Recover Rhode Island. Tap in real quick. Well, I'm excited for that next episode where we can get more details into that. And Alex, closing words. How are you different than other trainers, and why should they come to you? Because there's a lot of trainers in Rhode Island, or wannabe trainers. So what makes you different? Why should they come? Check out. So guys,
Rhode Island.
so why should they tap into ACSC, baby? Let's get it.
All right, so
Follow
first-
my boy.
fir-
He can tell you about it right now.
First off, ACSC, home of the Rockstar, right? I'm sure you see Rockstar.
Yes, sir.
I'm not sure people even understand why it is Rockstar. First of all, ACSC, acceleration, strength, conditioning, right? My initials, AC, Alex Cortellessa, okay? Now, if you look at my logo, it's AC, a bolt, SC. It's a play on ACDC,
Hey,
Rockstar.
he wasn't liking it earlier.
That was one. That was one. She said. There you go.
It makes sense, all right?
No, it definitely does.
make sense.
100%.
Does make sense.
Give me any
Just
reaction.
No,
just the way you looked over.
I was
Right.
waiting.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I was like,
I know earlier he was like, I don't like the name, I don't like the name. So I was like, oh, I was just looking back at him, see his reaction.
I love the name. I just
Yeah,
troll him.
no, it's crazy because I was looking for like ACDC, Rockstar. Oh, that
Yeah,
makes
no,
sense.
it didn't
Oh,
move me.
so now we can edit that out. Edit
Did
that
not
Yeah.
move me.
Damn. I am not a marketing major. I
Did
guess,
not
huh?
move me.
Anyway, I believe the question was why am I different than other trainers around here?
And why should they tap in?
Well, first and foremost, I don't pay attention to other trainers around here, especially the ones that shouldn't be paid attention to. There's plenty of ones over here. You talk about Next
100%.
Level, you talk about Nest, Michael Campbell. You talk about I don't want to leave one out. John Amori, Ronan Strength. There's so many great trainers over here that I am inspired by, and I really appreciate their work, because when you work in this type of setting, you have to have a love and appreciation for it that goes beyond 9 to 5,
Right.
that goes beyond just a regular job. You go home with this and you come back with it hours later.
100%.
Right. So I respect every other trainer, even the ones that like to talk crap. I respect everyone, because to do this, you gotta really take a piece out of your life to build it up. But what makes me different, again, when you come here, I'm focused on you and only you. Every session here, I'm treating it like it's your last session here. No matter you have 20 more to go, you have the whole summer, this is your last session with me in my head. And I'm making sure your goal is the only thing we're working towards, nothing else. What is your goal? We'll get you there. That's it. That's all.
Right.
So really, that's ACSC. That's Rockstar. Laser focus on your goals.
Hey, baby.
Doing a couple of these every now and then. A couple photo shoots, maybe a couple videos. It's a Rockstar experience here. A Rockstar experience, one like no other.
Hey, man, I don't think Mike would have offered you that. He was looking at you for a year.
Nah.
So, to get
Creeping on me.
the stand from him, I think a lot of players will see that, and like you said before, it's word of mouth.
It was a good choice, clearly.
Hey, man,
This is true.
and we get even more word of mouth when Central wins the championship this year. Duty offensive coordinator and the head coach, baby.
Ooh, whoa.
Expectations.
Did you just drop that here?
Yeah, man, I'm calling it now.
Calling it
Championship.
now.
Right, man. Hey,
Yeah,
listen.
we got to bring it back to Providence, baby.
That's always how I operated, man. Every single team I've been on, it's been state championship or bust. So, you know what I'm saying? Again, I'm giving ad-libs and shit like that, but that shit don't move me, man. We
Yeah.
know what we want to do. All my kids know how we're living. We know how we're rocking right now. Again, we're in the Breakthrough League, terrorizing it right now.
Aye.
Because we have one thing on our mind right now, and that's the state
Actually,
championship. You know what I'm saying?
Wait until Sunday at 12 o'clock. Team Orange versus Team Yellow.
I'll come. I'll bring
2
the.
days.
I'll bring the mics.
Oh my God.
I'll bring the mics.
Can you mic us up during the game?
Is he talking shit?
I
Do you
can
have
do
that
like
technology?
you can do like mobile mics. I don't have it on me, but
To be
I
honest,
can walk around with the
to be-
mixer and
He's
just
so
come up to
scared.
you.
To be honest,
He's so scared.
I'm not scared. To be honest,
He's gonna say,
It's-
I'm not worried
so
about
listen,
them. Watch.
So listen, there's a guy who's right here right now, who's 11-1, who's chilling first seed, has nothing to worry about.
He's talking about
and
him.
then there's a guy who's sitting here in the middle of the pack with his team, and he wants to get mic'd up, and I'm just not moved by his team. I'm just not moved. So if they do, so even if they do, like, you know what I'm saying? Let's say they do happen to win. It doesn't do anything. Like right now, this week, this Sunday, it's just rest. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice
damn.
tune-up week
Oh
to
my
get into the
gosh.
playoffs and to get rolling. He needs to be worried about his playoff seeding. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what's going on.
Smell. You smell that? You smell scared, bro.
Oh,
That's
he
not
don't have
fair.
to smoke.
I
So
smell
let me smoke.
fear.
Let me ask you a question.
I don't need the answer.
Did we already play?
I don't need to answer that question.
Okay, I'm sure you guys read between the lines.
Yeah, I'm sure you
We've
do.
already played, and we've already swept the league 9-0. So
Who's that one loss?
We lost to Blizzy Blake. Just last week. Yeah, man. Blizzy's a problem. Blizzy's always been a problem.
Great guy, great coach.
Great guy, great coach. I wouldn't want to lose to anybody else. I definitely not losing to Alex. So like, you know what I'm saying? If I'm losing to somebody, it's Blizz.
That's crazy.
Yo, Team Slime. He said you ain't about it too.
Oh,
he said you ain't about it.
So
that's disrespectful.
Shout out to Slime, but them boys know what's up, man. We just skunked them boys in the season 2-0. We probably gonna have to see again. We gonna have to see.
That's crazy.
We gonna have to see everybody else again in the playoffs. But again, Alex is looking at me right now, and we are not worried about Alex, Orange.
Ain't worried
or
about Alex. Ain't worried
anyone
about
else.
Team Slime.
Honestly, man, the Scent Boys are nothing. Everyone knows how we rocking. We the number 1 seed right now. The target is on our back. Scent Boys, you know what I'm saying? The target is on our back. Everywhere I go, the target is on our back. What's up? We here. We with
Been
it.
getting a little loud.
Hey, and then you could be on his
Little-
side
little
for
loud there,
the
bud.
regular season, though.
Yeah.
Man, we
You guys
been ready.
taking it home. You guys taking it home. We'll be back. We'll definitely have a part 2. My boys, my
Oh, wait,
guys.
hang on. I want to ask a question.
Oh my Lord Jesus. I can't keep using Jesus' name in vain.
Yeah, that's crazy. You guys put ketchup on your rice?
Oh, hell no. Hell
What the fuck
no.
is he talking about?
No
Exactly.
way,
Oh my
bro.
gosh. You see how he just did that? You see how he just did that? He thought he was gonna get somebody to agree with him.
No,
I
never,
don't put ketchup
bro.
in my rice.
Who
What are you,
puts
crazy?
ketchup on their rice?
Nobody,
I
bro.
wanna know
don't
who.
want to say who puts ketchup on their rice.
Even them,
wanna know
I've
who.
never anybody who's done it.
Yeah, never. Anyone. Who? Never heard
Alex
of him.
absolutely puts ketchup on his rice, and he really thought he was going to get somebody to agree with him on
No,
here.
bro,
No,
never.
I
But-
put gravy on my pasta. I think you're mixing it up.
I put gravy on my pasta.
That's red sauce, in case you didn't know.
Oh, I actually got one request. Do you love Malik?
No.
Was that his closing?
Yeah, that was his closing.
Of course it
Absolutely
was.
not.
Absolutely not. I love Malik at least.
Nah.
Had
I
to be.
do.
He was
Malik-
requested.
Malik's
Okay,
great.
Malik, I
Malik's a
love you,
goat.
Malik. You know what I'm saying?
In
That's
case you don't know, Malik works with Michael upstairs. He also is in school with Michael. So if you guys are here, you're going to see Malik a lot.
Yeah, he's my mentee. Great kid. He was my player again in 2018, 2019. Kind of those years that I talk about where I grew so much as a coach. He's helped me so much as a man, as a coach, and as a big brother. So I'll get more into Malik when we kind of get on that.
Part 2 for the Recover Rhode
How
Island.
long
Yeah.
did you recruit him for? How many
Episode
years?
2.
Were you
He
looking
was
at him?
actually a 4-year guy at Central, and when I met him, he already had his 2 years there. And he led those guys to Division I Super Bowl his
No,
first year in
I
2015.
was making a joke. I was making a joke to the creep.
And he,
Oh,
hey, but he doesn't. I know he doesn't put ketchup in his rice neither. He told me that
hot
beforehand.
sauce on his rice.
Definitely hot sauce.
Hot sauce, for sure.
I do hot sauce.
Ketchup.
I do
Hot
fire
sauce.
Taco Bell sauce.
Yep, me too.
So part 2.
Alex also said African food is nasty. For everyone who's watching this, he said it's gross,
You get to edit
and
that out,
he's
huh?
gross.
That's crazy.
He eats ketchup on his rice, but doesn't like African food.
Michael said white people don't season their food.
All right, I'm out of here.
I can agree with that.